I've seen a lot of people saying it's bad writing that the Titans are suddenly the bad guys. No, it's okay, guys. You can't get upset. Guys, look. It's not their fault. Why do you think they put in the Azerothian archives, one of the first jokes is about how people don't read anymore? They're making fun of you. Like, they're making a joke, but they're also making fun of the players. Because they're right. People don't read anything anymore. It's the same reason why people can't establish their own political beliefs, because they just have to fucking look at something that tells them what to think, and that's how they live their fucking life. That's why I get so passionate about WoW lore, because it literally, guys, it's so fucking hilarious how the behavior of people in and around WoW is literally illustrated through the story that they're telling in WoW. Like, the amount of times that I have seen people think that they can just solve things themselves and say, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it on my own, and literally tread water because of it is insane. Like, one of the biggest lessons that they're trying to teach you right now is that you need other people in your fucking life. You do. And it's not always in some weird fucking, you know, transactional fucking weird way. Like, sometimes you need people just to support you. You're not supposed to try to solve everything on your own. When we isolate ourselves and try to just say that no one else can solve the problem but us, that's when we end up stuck in our problems forever. And it's hilarious because the Titans and Sargeras are both so fucking prideful that they think that they can fix the cosmos. They can solve the issue themselves, right? Oh, we're good enough. We're smart enough. Our research, we're this or that. It's hilarious because the players and people that speculate do the same fucking thing, bro. Oh, I can figure it out. Oh, well, Pyro's got the best idea, or Bellular's got the best idea, or this or that. It's like, instead of coming together to actually solve it, we end up just fighting each other, thinking that we all have individually the right fucking answer, but we don't. Nobody does, dude. And someone thinks they do, they're fucking ignorant. They're arrogant, and they're just being exactly what the story's telling you not to fucking be. How many warnings about pride do we have to have? How many warnings about isolation do we have to have? Turning your back on people who are there to help you. It happens all the fucking time, and people are so blind that they're doing it in real life, surrounding the thing that's telling them not to do it. So, you can't expect people to put it all together. You can't. Not everyone even gives a shit about it that much. The reason why I care so much about it is because, as I'm trying to illustrate, it's teaching you real life lessons. It's teaching you real life lessons that will help you be a better person. But when we choose to just look at things as black and white and good and evil, and oh, the Titans are all of a sudden evil. Nah, bro. No, they're not. You just didn't stop to look. You never stopped to look. Because let's be honest, a lot of people don't care. They wouldn't know what to look at if they stopped to look anyway. And that's the problem. How do you expect people to see something that you just... There is a certain level of apathy, right? There has to be. As the creators and writers of a game like this, guys, think about Final Fantasy. Think about how cohesive and included all of the story is in Final Fantasy, and you still get people that say it doesn't make sense or that it sucks. I'm sorry, but those people are fucking dumb. But if they're gonna exist for a story like that, you bet your ass they're gonna exist for an expansive and big story universe like what World of Warcraft has. It's the fault of the medium, but it's also the fact that, like, people don't fucking read. A lot of people that want to play video games, they just want the answer. Well, that's why a lot of people come in the Discord and they're like, oh, Pyro, what is the answer to this question? And I'm like, usually happy to respond, but when it continues to be that, it's like, you don't really care about the... It seems like you don't care about the search for information and the realizations that you yourself could have. You care more about someone just giving you the answer. Which... you know, it's not much of a conversation at that point. I'm with you, but I'd go one step further. Even smart attentive people miss stuff that's really obvious. I'm not saying that I don't miss anything either. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just saying that you cannot... You're always going to miss if you never stop and look. If the story is boring or in a setting that doesn't appeal to a person, that won't make a difference. Yeah, I don't know. It seems weird to me that the concept of like existing, mortality, the concept of purpose, hope, you would think that those would be things that people would be interested in, regardless of anything else. But they're not. There's a lot of people that are nihilistic and really only want to see expressions of pain and suffering, and it's really tragic that that's the case, because that's not how everything has to be. It's not how everything has to be. And people think it's woke. Let me tell you something, bro. Woke is a bullshit-ass fucking political term that gets overused for people that want to open their eyes to the possibility of something outside the standard lines that have been drawn for their life. That's what woke is. So yeah, I guess if people want to be forward-thinking and individuals, yeah, I guess that's woke. Sure. Throne of Thunder puzzles me. Puzzle kills me now, holy shit. Darumu. Just kill the boss, you don't have to do the fucking thing. The problem isn't people missing 60 to 80% of the lore and story, it's those people who make actual judgments on only 20 or 30% of the info. Well, it's also... It's also people who are in positions of power and influence not really doing enough research to back up the things that they're saying before they say them. And so you get a bunch of bullshit that gets spread through the community by people that don't actually really know what the fuck they're talking about and need to just learn to accept it. Because if they can fucking accept it, then they can learn some new shit. It's the same thing that happens with Chronicle, guys. I tried for years to convince people and show them that Chronicle was a biased perspective and was omitting information. I tried for years to show people that. Okay? For fucking years. As soon as they come out and say, yeah, it's perspective, and like, you should probably think about other perspectives, people dropped Chronicle like a fucking sack of hot coals. Why? Because what they believed had been obliterated. That's why. And because they weren't ready to accept the truth of what they were actually reading. That's why. Because they couldn't handle that the thing that they had believed was not true. That's why people just choose to be willfully ignorant. Because people would rather live in an illusion than face the truth. And that's a big theme in WoW. One of the biggest themes that I've tried to point out to you guys. Ignoring the problem does not make it go away. And choosing to live ignorantly in bliss, some would say that's not really living at all. It just festers and manifests in other forms. People cannot deal with being wrong about stuff. I think you're 100% right. Look, take it from me, man. Being wrong fucking sucks. Being wrong sucks. But you know what? You're probably wrong more often than you're right. And I think that you can only learn to be right more often if you can stop and recognize when you're wrong. Otherwise, you're just never gonna change. And it's really hard. Trust me, for me, it's like, it's hard. Like, I struggle with it because it feels embarrassing. It feels like I have failed, that my intelligence has failed, that like who I am has like failed, you know? And it's a hard pill to swallow, but it's one that's necessary. It's necessary. You got to take your medicine because otherwise you'll just destroy yourself. So something I fight with every single day. Every single day.